It's the
Amazing.
people in the middle. It's not those lunatics on the left, and it's not the crazy people on the right that are supporting this thing. I'm far left. I don't know if you're far right, but you and I both don't support it. But the people in the middle do, and that's weird. House passes bill to expand definitions of anti-Semitism amid growing campus protests over Gaza war. Have you seen this? I know you're just back from Europe where they don't have newspapers or internet, but have you seen this bit about the House passing what I think is thought crime legislation?
Yeah, what did they expand it to?
The House passed legislation Wednesday that would establish a broader definition of anti Semitism for the Department of Education to enforce anti discrimination laws. The latest response from lawmakers to a national wide student protest movement over the Israel Hamas war. The proposal, which passed by a lot, would codify the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance's definition of anti Semitism into Title VI, Civil Rights Act 1964. Action on the bill was
What's the
just
definition?
latest. It's real broad. If passed by the Senate, signed into law, this bill would broaden the legal definition of anti-Semitism to include targeting of the state of Israel, conceived as a Jewish collectivity. Critics say that the move would have a chilling effect on free speech throughout college campuses. So the
Yeah, I don't
targeting
support this. That's fucking
of
stupid.
the state of Israel, conceived by Jewish collectivity. So if you complain about Israel, if you make actions to boycott Israel, you would be doing a hate crime.
Yeah, that's idiotic. They definitely shouldn't be passing this.
It has, at the moment, passed the House. It's very likely to get shot down in the Senate. Some people complain about it over here. Speech. This is Jerry Nadler, Democrat, saying speech that is critical of Israel alone does not constitute unlawful discrimination. And I can agree with that sentence. And I think you agree with that sentence, that
Yeah.
being critical of Israel does not constitute unlawful discrimination. You're not doing a hate crime when you say, hey, I would like the Israeli military to stop doing things, or I don't like the way they did this. By encompassing purely political speech about Israel into Title VI's ambit, the bill sweeps too broadly. So that is the criticism, where the supporters are suggesting that Israel is a collective, and complaining about Israel is complaining about Jews. And so they're suggesting that is not acceptable. If you're watching, press the subscribe button, press the like button, press the thumbs up. Subscribing is scientifically proven to make me happier, and it'll probably make you happier too. So you should do that.
Yeah, no. Israel is a country. You can say that they're doing bad things. This is ridiculous. What a ridiculous bill.
Now for the contentious part, maybe, that people are going to argue over, I suppose. The words. Among the questions campus leaders have struggled to answer is whether phrases like "from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free" should be considered under the definition of anti-Semitism.
No.
I agree. It shouldn't be considered anti-Semitism. Those words are allowed, I would say. I don't want that to be an illegal phrase. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. But the argument that the Jewish people make is that Hamas says it, and when they say it, they mean kill all the Jews between the river and the sea.
Okay.
That's, and I think that's a stretch. I really think it is. Uh,
You
so
know, Adolf Hitler really liked dogs, and you have a dog in your house,
I
Waldo.
do have a dog.
So, I think you should really reconsider your anti-Semitism.
Hitler and I have that in common. We appreciate dogs. Uh, and I think this is a stretch. I think that sentence right there, "from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," can be made with hatred, I suppose. You could have a hateful motive behind it, but the words themselves shouldn't be a crime. It should not be a crime to say those words.
No,
Uh,
no.
but then Popog, fan of the show, not here at the moment, I think, but brought it up yesterday to mention that the 14 words used by Nazis are generally considered hate speech. And I think that they're more, I would accept that those 14 words being hate speech because they mention a specific race doing better than all the others. And so and that is the contention he brought up yesterday. I don't know if you want to weigh in on that. You don't have to, but
Well, so with this particular line, from the river to the sea, so I suppose, does that include the state of Israel, which might be in between the river and the sea? And are they considering Palestine to be all of that?
they it didn't used to be, but Israel has moved into that area. Yes, that is their contention. They're saying that Israel is taking our land. That is what they're implying there. That we had land by the 1960 borders, and Israel has come across those borders and set up those settlements. Those are the settlements that you hear about all the time, and that they are taking our land from us. And if we
Gotcha.
complain, and if the Palestinians complain about someone taking their land, the cops show up, and the cops are Israeli, and those cops take the Israeli side every time and are treating the Palestinians as second-class citizens who do not have rights and do not have authority. And if you fight in a worst-case scenario, according to the Palestinians, I've never been there, so I don't know. I'm just reading what they say. They have homes. A Jewish settler comes in and sets up camp, like in their home. And if you complain and if you try to get the cops to show up, an Israeli cop shows up and takes the Israeli person's side. And if you fight them, they shoot you and you die. That's an extreme version, but that's the thing that they're telling us. That's what they're trying to say to us.
Okay, so from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Does not include, or does not require Israel to be wiped off the map.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, then it's fine.
I think so too. I think so too. But it is a common saying of Hamas, and we all don't like Hamas. So you shouldn't be allowed to say their sayings, and so that's what the House has said.